All right, so we're heading down to Ohio for our first race of the season in Marietta. It's a 14-hour bus ride, so no one's really happy about that. Our bus driver for this crazy long bus ride was Sammy. He drove us down to Texas earlier in the year, and he's just so nice. At this point in the bus ride, too, it feels like we've been riding for like over 24 hours, and we're about 2 hours in. I think on this ride, I watched like 5 different movies, and we still didn't make it there by the time I finished the 5th. It just felt so long. And at one point, I was even typing essays in the bathroom just to try and get a little quiet space. Like, everyone was getting tired for sure. People were standing up in the aisle and trying to stretch out because sitting down for 14 hours, yeah, we stopped for food a few times, but it was hard. At the start of day 2 of this trip, when we were driving to the actual course, we saw this amazing sunrise, and honestly, can't complain when you see a beautiful sunrise like that. After that nice sunrise, we had about 2 hours till we got from Columbus to Marietta for the actual race, and the moment we get there, bags stay on, we walk out of the bus, and we're straight to rigging boats. We had to race in about 3 hours from the time we arrived, and it was just all business, straight from the start. It was especially hard, too, because the previous night we'd gotten in at about 11 at night and then had to get up by around 6 a.m., and none of us actually wanted to go to bed at 11 when we got there, so we hung around a fire and socialized, but a lot of us only had about 5 hours of sleep, so we were still half asleep by the time we were rigging. This is also the first time we're racing this lineup together, so we don't really know what to expect, especially since a lot of us are freshmen, but we'll see how it goes. All right, now boats are rigged, lineups are made, and we're all feeling those pre-race nerves, but it's time to warm up and just see what we've got. Oh, nice burp. Yes. For this first race, we're racing Marietta's 3V. And to warm up, we're just doing a few strokes at race pace. We're practicing our starts and just making sure there's blood in our legs and our arms and our back. Yeah. And that by the time we're racing, we've already broken a sweat, and we know that we're ready and locked in and meant to be there.
We're going to drop it to arms on 1. And 2. Arms on in now. Catch up.
Yeah.
Into 3, 4, out, now pass in. Really think about this 3-quarter slider. 1, 2. Clap that in. Into, gonna lengthen the full. 1, 2, full slider.
At this point, it's really just building up the energy and building up the adrenaline so we can go hard for the 6 minutes we need.
Go. 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 Take it out. Go. Push, push. Check it.
That seems decent.
The push-up is a lot better. Then just follow. Push. Yep. Pick up that boat speed. It's going to go up real quick. Follow relaxation. Lock. It's going to be fast. You're going to see a real low split. Take advantage of it. Okay. Hope a light one. One more. Catch it. Go. Loose. Now try it over. 4, 5. Yep. Put your hand. Long.
Okay, both boats sitting ready. We have alignment. Wisconsin, Marietta, attention, go.
Lengthen. Forward. Up. Now. Good. Good. Up. Loose to the shoulder. Good. Ready to have the swing. This one. Swing. Swing. Through the chest. Let his head. Long. Long. Yep. Up half the length. I want foul ball. Set up. Eyes forward. 5 more. 115. Loose. Long. Just into stride with power. 1, 2. Yes. Yes. Yep. 34. 116. 278. Finish to the chest. I want to get a little longer here. Ready? Long. Yep. That's foul ball. Now as always, in total with strength shot out of it. Into 1, 2. Get it open. 118, 34 half. I want to get to 36. Right into the catch. Quick up 50. Ready? Into 1, 2. Now. Yeah.
4 hours later.
1, 2. Now. 200 meters. 5. 34 right now. Here's 36.
Kill him!
You're right. It's the brain fog.
Now, we knew this first race wasn't going to be perfect, but honestly, for 5 of the 9 guys in the boat being our first race, it was not that bad. And we learned a lot. Start was a little choppy, but we ended up doing a pretty fast time. And for us 5 guys who had never raced before, we were able to really just use that competitive drive that we've been itching to use since the fall. And we were able to unleash it in this first race. It was a blast. We also learned a lot of lessons, and we used them for sure in the following race we had in about 2 hours.
We did not win, probably.
No, they smoked us. If I had to guess.
All right, now we got to race a second time. We actually weren't planning to race a second time originally, but our freshman boat ended up beating the 2V by about 2 seconds, and so Coach rewarded our performance by letting us take the 2V spot in the finals race in a few hours. So we moved our bowman, Will, to stroke seat and put in Rocky, a junior who was in the original 2V. We were really excited for this race and still racing Marietta, just Marietta's next level boat. So this should be a little more competitive, but again, a good time. And we were for sure ready.
Okay. Got it. Let's go.
All right, so the warm-up for the second race felt a lot better, honestly. We just felt more in sync, the nerves were gone, and you could tell that we just knew we'd done this before, and that first time nerves were gone. So we were more comfortable in just finding our rhythm.
Yeah! Hell yeah!
That's 20, 40 right now.
It went really good. We won again by a good margin. Our start was stronger, our technique was more consistent, and overall,
Thanks,
just
Coach.
a much more fluid race. We also were able to keep our composure and stay relaxed for a lot longer, which for people like me who are so new to this sport, it's really hard to do. So seeing that progress from race 1 to race 2 as a whole boat in general was a really nice improvement. Now, unfortunately, the fun had to end and we had to come back. It was a Sunday and we had to do that whole 14-hour drive all over again. We stopped at Culver's and Potbelly on the way back. Delicious. We rolled into Madison at about 8 p.m. and we were all just slumped. Guys were sleeping on the bus ride too, just because of how tired we were. We got Redwood Shores invite in 2 weeks, and this was a great first racing experience, but the competition only gets higher from here. So let's see how we do in the future. Thanks for watching.